Greetings and welcome back to parent discussion. It's been a long time. We trust that you are keeping healthy, you are safe, and you continue parenting with wisdom and love and grace. So, this particular time, this particular episode, we are going to cover a new concept, a concept of parenting spiritually. I want to take you back to what we have covered. We have covered the essence of a human being, the trinity of a human being, the fact that our children are a threefold being. They are body, soul, and spirit, which means we are that too. And parenting spiritually would only mean that we are parenting authentically and truthfully, using our authentic selves, using our whole self in this parenting, but also looking at the whole child. So, when we think of the threeness that we know, many ancient wisdom talk about the fact that a human being is more than this physical body that we know. Africans know that. Not only do we know that there's more to the physical body, we know that there's a soul that stretches lives over lifetimes. We also know that at a spiritual level, the spark of God is within every human being. So we're going to cover all of that. What will it take? It will take our introspection, it will take our own self-development, it will take our own remembering, it will take certain practices which we're going to share in these next episodes that are going to follow this amazing time that we're going to have together. And dear parents, we are going to have guests over time where we unpack these things deeper. So I'm looking forward to your time with us. So stay tuned. Receive children in reverence, teach them in love, and send them forth in freedom. When we talk about parenting spiritually, we are inviting ourselves to the greater self. We are inviting the whole of who we are to this role of parenting, to this important role of guiding these beings that have been assigned to us. And when we talk parenting, we all know that we're talking to ourselves as educators, we're talking to ourselves as preachers, we're talking to ourselves as religious leaders, we're talking to ourselves as community elders. We're talking to any human being that is guiding anybody young. When we do that, and when we invite ourselves to look at the truth of who we are, the authentic selves, looking at what we know as ancient knowledge, as indigenous wisdom, we are intentionally calling ourselves to do our job better than we have done before. And there is no better time than to do this now, as you recently become a parent, or you have been a parent, or you are a grandparent. This discussion is inviting all of us in this. we take a look around ourselves. We take a look at the changes that have happened. We take a look at the pandemic that has hit humanity. We take a look at the changes, how different childhood is now compared to our times, for us as parents, but more so for those who are grandparents and those before us. Our children have a lot to take. Our children have got other things to deal with. And so if we were to apply ourselves, parent spiritually, we would cover a lot of ground than we've done before, but we will also support the whole child. We will support the whole being. And this is bound to bring us a better human beings, but also make us better people, because you will see, parents, in the next episodes, we will be unpacking how do we do that. It's easier said than done. It's easy to say parent spiritually. What does that mean even? And the quote I've mentioned before, receive children in reverence. Receive them from where? Teach them in love. You know, even when we think of the depth of the word love, we're going to think about it even more. We're going to think about this whole quote a little bit more. Send them forth in freedom. What does that mean, even? So, when we look at receive children, we are receiving them from some place. And in the previous episodes, we looked at and concluded that that space, we could call it the spirit world, the invisible world, the world we don't know. We know that we're receiving them from some place. So they are beings, children are beings that we don't fully know, right? And that stays with them, that stays with every human being. And you will notice when we talk of somebody passing, we talk of their soul being rested in peace. We refer to souls on board, on a plane, or on a cruise ship. We refer to people as souls. So we're already beginning to recognize that there's a human physical body, and then there's a human soul, and then there's a spirit soul, the spirit part of who we are. Teach them in love. Teach. When it comes to children, they learn from how we do things. They imitate. They look at you. They look at me. They look at any elder or any older person than them who's doing things in front of them. And that's how they learn. So when we're conscious of that, we're also developing ourselves. We bring ourselves to the presence of how we want to be in the world. Send them forth in freedom. Sending forth, sending an email, sending a letter, you're allowing it to just be released. As adults, we all know what the importance of freedom. We know what that means. At a spiritual level, at an emotional level, we know the importance of that. So when we've done our job well, as in parenting, then when we let go of these children, having done our work, we will know that they are free wherever they go. And that's what we are going to be covering in this process. That's what we're going to be dealing with in this process. this has been a lot. And if it has been too much for you, we are going to unpack it. We are going to make it easier for all of us. You are going to, or please do look at our Facebook page, look at the past episodes to refresh yourself. And we would like you to like our page and subscribe and send us your comments, send us your questions, and let's have this as a discussion. And this is a process, it's an ongoing process. And your visits with us, your supporting us, your being present with us allows us all to learn together in this journey. And we're all doing this to parent better, to build our nation, and to build humanity, rebuild ourselves.
Thank you for watching. Please check the description box below for more information on the program and how to get hold of us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to get updates on our future uploads.